The other developed region that we look at closely is what we call the developed Asia-Pacific countries. Now, you have Japan, of course, on one side, a very large economy, the world's third largest economy, and then you have economies like Australia, South Korea, Singapore. Japan has been struggling for a long time. The average rate of economic growth over the last 25 years in Japan is less than 1%. And there are many reasons for this, but the biggest reason is the fact simply that the population is disappearing. It's shrinking rapidly. The population in Japan last year fell by 448,000 people. What's the population of Tuscarawas County? I have no idea. So that's basically, you've lost 5 Tuscarawas counties in 1 year in Japan. It's happening, and that's something that's accelerating. And we're going to talk a little bit about demographics later, but this is something that a lot of countries, and perhaps even the United States, may have to deal with at one point. The birth rate in Japan has been low for a long time. There's almost no immigration allowed into Japan. And now we see the population falling dramatically, and that's having a huge impact on the Japanese economy. In 1992, Japan's per capita GDP level was about 30% above the United States. Today, it's about 40% below the United States. So remember, if you remember in the 1980s, for those of you who remember back that far, everybody was assuming Japan was taking over the world. Its economic model, its way of doing business was taking over the world. That's changed dramatically. So I talked about most of those. We'll get into some of those a bit later.